minasan, o genki desu ka. ¿Qué tal estamos, chicos y chicas? Pues aquí vamos a dejar hoy la impresión o la reacción hacia el showcase de la versión 2.0 de Vera, totalmente inesperada, totalmente... No sé, no me esperaba ni la música. En fin, vamos allá.
I heard from Samir. In your world, you have mountains, oceans, glaciers, and snowfields. But for someone from Vera, like me, all I can see is the bare desert and endless desolation. The first time I left Meroria, I asked my father, "Is this our home?" But father said the desert has never been tamed. We just live here, like a group of lost people, holding on to the crumbling hope. Abysses, the nightmares that emerged from the gray abyss. They took away the future that should be ours. It is a battle with no end in sight. What kept us going? The valor buried beneath the sand. The sacrifices that are no longer remembered. But I will remember them. Their lofty ideals. Their unfinished mission. Is Meroria a sanctuary? Or a tomb that draws us into eternal rest? I do not miss the steel and neon of this city, because the responsibility on my shoulders is connected to everyone here. I hope that one day I can embark on a new journey to enjoy the different sights. I know I have a long way to go.
Lo siento, estaba pensando, qué pequeñita que se ve ahora mismo mi Roria, ¿no?
Successful, Executor. We're now at High Cross District 7 in Vera Plain. Meroria's special consultant, Miss Lin, has planned this Vera Plain celebration launch event in our honor.
Thank you for accompanying me to Vera Plain to try and locate my brother. I'm also thankful for Miss Lin's invitation and her offer to be our guide for the tour around Vera Plain.
Do not worry, Executor.
Especia, perdón, Especia. La madre que...
So we will not get lost in our subsequent operations.
Mia really is a great helper. But our guide, Miss Lin, is such a busy person. We should be grateful she's taking the time to give us a tour. I hope we don't take up too much of her time.
Miss Lin may be the daughter of the last regional Archon, but she has earned Archon Larson's trust through her exemplary work and talent. Miss Lin has been in charge of keeping the peace in Vera Plain and Meroria. She's also very much relied upon by the people of Meroria.
Miss Lin really is perfect. She's so capable and elegant. No wonder
Bueno,
she's so
se nos
popular around
enamoró,
Meroria.
Nemesis.
Oh,
Se ha quedado prendada de Lin,
for tonight's arrangement.
como
Let's
todos.
take a look, Executor. There's a lot to learn about Vera Plain. So tonight, Miss Lin will give us a detailed introduction. I think she may even share a few of her own stories.
Exploration of Vera Desert and Meroria is essential.
Oh, Miss Lin will be introducing a few friends to us too. I hear they're powerful allies.
Right. Vera Plain is frequently subject to attacks from gray space entities.
No me lo esperaba que fuera a salir Rubí
Even
en el banner.
Meroria cannot escape this fate.
Bueno,
Battles
esta
break
batalla
out
es
from time to time, so we must
preciosa,
be
¿vale?
careful.
Preciosa.
I
Disfrutarlo,
don't know if you've noticed,
porque no la vais a volver
but
a ver igual.
Meroria's
Así
music
que
industry
disfrutarla
is
cuando
thriving.
lleguéis.
Want to
A
find
mí
out
me
how
encantó.
these pieces of music were made? Let's explore together.
Esta pieza de música no la hemos escuchado nunca, ¿verdad?
Looking forward to. All will be revealed soon.
I can't wait to get started. Let's link up with Miss Lin and begin today's adventure.
¿Son los mismos codes que teníamos nosotros? Arigato. Muchas gracias, bonita. ¿Van a regalar un king? No, a ver, te ponen la imagen de king, ¿vale? Para que se identifique como un arma, pero no tiene por qué ser eso.
Hello, I'm Lynn, Miroria's special consultant. On behalf of Miroria, I welcome all travelers from afar. I heard there are mountains, seas, glaciers, and snowfields in your world. That must be quite a sight. Those of us born in Miroria have only ever seen the tireless neon and endless desert.
Gritos de
We thought
fangirl.
we had a chance to make a change, but the
Ni se
arrival
dice
of the
especia, bueno ya,
Abyssins
lo que
squashed
faltaba.
that hope. Shirley said she lost her brother Zeke in the space-time turbulence, which may have sent him to Vera. However, there are no signs of him anywhere in Vera's entry and exit records. It would really be bad news if he was held in the abyssal field. I trust you have heard that the greatest threat to our survival in Vera Plane is the gray space entities. The Abyssins are powerful gray space entities, and the full extent of their field abilities is still a mystery to us. That's why I wish to invite you to join us in order to accelerate our research into the Abyssant. Maybe we'll be able to find clues to Zeke's whereabouts. Of course, it's only your first time here. You'll need to gain
Ese
an
bicho es un
understanding of Vera
asqueroso.
before helping us with research into the Abyssins. Whether
Que lo
it's
sepáis.
Vera's barren desert or Miroria's steel and neon lights, you'll have to experience them for yourself to truly
Iría así,
understand.
no me invites, Link.
So, Executor,
La madre que lo parió.
are you ready to begin today's journey? Let's get to it then. Unlike the diverse landscapes of Asperia, only an endless desert, scarce in water and vegetation, awaits in the Vera Desert, where Miroria sits. Where there is wind, a sandstorm will certainly follow, disorienting all who are caught in it. If you encounter such weather, you should consider seeking shelter until the storm passes. Due to the long-term effects of the weather here, rock pillars are a common part of the landscape in Vera Desert. I should remind you that due to the unique structure of the rock pillars, narrow at the bottom and wide at the top, you should tread carefully if forced to climb them. Even when the weather is clear, the desert isn't as peaceful as it may seem. Quicksand lurks throughout the desert and will devour everything that crosses it. Always watch your step. Of course, the desert isn't completely devoid of beauty. Even I was surprised when I first laid eyes on Oasis. It's like gazing at beautiful, sparkling emeralds scattered throughout the desert. You should always keep an eye out for enemies while exploring Vera Desert, though. Common enemies like red flame lizards, horror beasts, and sandworms shouldn't be a problem for someone of your strength. But if you do come across world bosses like Magma and Rudolph, I suggest to
Ay.
avoid approaching them.
Bueno,
without
esto es un
weapons.
poco lo que os he contado yo en más de una ocasión, ¿no? Que las criaturas están creadas expresamente para este lugar, que todo se remodeló, ¿no? Se añadieron todo, tanto plantas como animales. Y bueno, este sería, como le llamáis vosotros, el Sobek de arena, que es bastante más... Bueno, no sé cómo saldrá aquí, pero en principio es más hardcore que el Sobek que vosotros conocéis.
The Miroria's Department of Science and Technology bioengineered Rudolph to unravel the mystery
Y este
of
es el
gray space
Bambi.
entities. It's a fusion of a gray space entity with native Viren creatures, which the Department of Science and Technology named Rudolph, Test Subject 6. Rudolph is an agile metal moose-like creature that often rams and tramples its enemies. Rudolph is also skilled in the art of creating lightning, so don't even think of trying to escape once it has spotted you.
Este enemigo, por ejemplo, tiene dos elementos, dependiendo de la fase en la que se encuentre.
Despite the harsh environment, Miroria stands tall and proud above Vera Desert. The prosperity Miroria enjoys today is all thanks to
No
all
tiene
the
la nariz roja,
inhabitants who
bueno.
came before us.
Sería un poco cutre que le pusieran una bombilla, ¿no?, en la nariz.
It was the hard work of countless scientists and laborers that made Meroria the great city you see before you.
Qué pequeñita se ve ahora mismo.
Let's start with your home here in Meroria, Mirafleur Hall. It's a pleasant, oriental-style hotel situated in the busiest part of the business district. Don't worry, I've made long-term occupancy arrangements for you. Right next to Mirafleur Hall is Oasis Club, probably the most popular place for entertainment and relaxation in Meroria. I hear my colleagues in the security force are fond of coming here after work. If you'd like to have a drink, you should look for the bartender here, Guía. They say he makes a popular drink called Nightingale Heart. Another place to consider visiting in your spare time is the archives in the Asset Management Center. It contains tons of information, including the history of Vera, its technological developments, ecologies, and geological environments. It's really useful if you're trying to get to know Vera quickly. Oh, right. And entry is free. Meroria's transport network is highly advanced, and you can get anywhere by cruiser or subway. The subway is a very popular site you should consider visiting. Traveling between subway stations has become one of the most exciting bucket list items for tourists. In short, Meroria is a city that never sleeps. The light pollution is quite serious here.
No estoy del todo de acuerdo con eso, ¿eh? Porque la discoteca bien que me la cierras, ¿sabes, bonita?
In Meroria lives my brothers and sisters in arms, as well as the people who I want to protect. So, I really hope you can grow to like Meroria as much as I do, and adapt to living here in Vera. So, that's it for your introduction to Vera. I apologize in advance, but I won't be able to stay for the next part of this trip. Archon Larson has called for an emergency meeting due to recent gray space entity attacks around Silver Coast Lab in the north of Vera Desert. I've asked Ruby to replace me as your guide instead. She agreed right away, but I'm still a little worried. It's her first time accepting such responsibility, so I hope you'll forgive her for any mistakes she may make. Anyway, I must be off. Farewell.
Nos van a dejar con Ruby. Oh.
Thanks to Miss Lynn for taking the time out of her busy schedule to show us what a unique place Vera is.
Yeah, it really is special. Being able to build a safe haven like Meroria on this barren land is quite an achievement by itself. If it weren't for the Abyssins, I truly believe Meroria could be a paradise.
I like it here at Meroria. I like its neon lights. We will help Vera defeat the Abyssins and find Zeke.
Nicely put. By the way, Miss Lynn just sent word that she has asked Ruby to take her place as our guide.
Did Shirley say Ruby?
Esto está mejor que el live en Japón y Corea, lol. No fastidies, ¿tan malo ha sido allí? ¡Ruby!
Not here. Not here either. You're gonna lose again. Hi, I'm Ruby. This is Dolly. Oh, this is Spark. They're my best friends.
Spark.
Wanna know a secret? But don't tell anyone. This is my secret base. Wanna play with me? Hi, Executor, Mia, Shirley. I am Ruby. Lynn needs to handle some important things, so I'll be your guide now. I'm just worried, since I get lost a lot. But I will.
Le han puesto una voz demasiado adulta a Ruby.
First, I want to show you my secret base. It's right here. I love playing hide and seek with Dolly and Spark here. If you can't find me anywhere, you'll
Demasiado a mi parecer.
But I've only told you and Lynn about this place.
Me agrada la voz, no cansa. Ya, pero es demasiado adulta para ella. Si la comparas con la voz en chino,
Don't worry.
es una niña. O sea, Aquí tiene boda adolescente ya. Ahí viene Saki. Ahí viene Saki.
Saki Fuwa is the head of the Miroria security force. Lin always says that Saki is a great warrior who has learned the ancient way of the sword. She's always dressed in kendo robes and uses twin swords. No one in the security force can beat Saki. But just between you and me, I still think Lin is the best. Don't tell Saki I said that, or she's gonna have my head. Oh, but Saki has a secret that only a few know. And I can tell you it. Saki loves to buy toys. But she always says that they are works of art or souvenirs. I don't know, but I do know where the best places to eat
Ruby, te estás
are.
metiendo en un pozo tú sola, hija mía.
Strawberry donuts, chocolate cakes, vanilla milkshakes, mushroom noodles. Oh, my mouth is watering already. I brought my allowance with me today, so we can go check them out later. Besides a variety of good food, there's lots of fun to be had in Miroria. My favorite are the gachapon machines all over Miroria, but I don't get much of an allowance. I have to save my Mira for so long just for a single play. By the way, Mira is the
Estos son la máquina de gachapones dorados. La que os decía antes que salen las piezas de la montura.
Exploring Vera and opening chests. Take good care of your Mira. It's essential for living in Miroria. Don't be careless like some people who drop them everywhere. I have picked up so much Mira from bushes, under tables, in ponds. Oh, I almost forgot. Lin says that helping others is a good virtue. If you meet anyone who needs help, don't be afraid to lend a hand. You may even be surprised by what you get in return. What's next again? Let me think. Oh, let me introduce two powerful enemies. Lin calls them instance bosses. You'll get heaps of rewards if you defeat them. Let's start with the endgame instance and the puppet singer. They say this boss was once a singer droid here in Miroria. One day, a gray space entity invaded the droid, and then it lost control and became extremely scary. The puppet singer can unleash wind blades and launch dash attacks, so be careful when you go up against it. The rewards for defeating it are well worth the challenge. It's very likely to drop high-quality equipment with a volt or physical stats.
Es precioso, el combate con este boss es precioso. Cuando lo jugáis en la historia.
Sadness Valley instance. It's a gray space entity and a big baddie. It's really difficult to defeat. The Abyssant Weaver will
Este es un cabrón, sí.
doppelgangers in battles to supply itself with energy.
Hay que reconocerlo.
You must prioritize eliminating its doppelgangers first, because the Abyssant Weaver is invincible while they exist. If you manage to defeat it, you're likely to be rewarded with high-quality equipment with flame or frost stats. I'm a wielder of flame power, by the way. You can bring your friends to fight these monsters together, just in case you need help. I can help too. There's a horrific place in Vera, and that's Grace.
Bueno, lo que han sacado son las operaciones, ¿vale? Solo veis el primer ataque y ya me enojé con él.
Nucleus, potent omnium crystals, energy crystal dust, Mira, and much more. Treasure hunters flock to this gray space for these treasures. What? You want to go too, Executor? Well, it's not that easy to get in. You need to reach level 74 and have a Vera exploration
Cosa que conservamos, entonces.
40%.
Vale.
As for how to enter the gray space,
Ajá.
let me think. There are random gray space fissures that appear around Vera Desert. That's your way in. Or you can use gray space scriptures to enter from anywhere in Vera. You're likely going to find some gray space scriptures when exploring Miroria. But I can't stress this enough. The abyssants inside the gray space are really, really terrifying. There's the Abyssant Devourer, the Puppet Singer, and the Abyssant Weaver. The mere thought of them sends a chill down my spine. Just promise me you won't go in alone. If you believe you're as good as Lynn, you can attempt the 8-player co-op raid. In addition to the normal challenges from before, a hard mode has now been added to the raid. You will get space-time crystal fragments once you complete the challenge, and they can be used to exchange for a new combat engine.
Vale, o sea que nos meten los cristales nuevos ahora para la raid, parece.
Battle Test Area. The final boss, Rudolph, has been introduced to you before, and he's even more terrifying here. So keep that in mind. Don't let your guard down, Executor. That's all.
Adelantan a Rudolph, entonces, a nuestro Bambi. Eso ya lo esperaba yo para que me tiran los cristales nuevos.
There's a secret mission related to me and Miroria that requires you to find. I promise it'll be worth your time. Now, I want to tell you about Vera's music. I always find Vera's music to be the best. I'm sure you will think so too, Executor. But I have to ask, do you know how these moving pieces of music are produced? Huh? You don't? That's okay. Watch the video and you'll find out.
Música de combate de Vera. La acabamos de ver ahora cuando estaba, de hecho, en el juego. No, hombre, no se va a acabar todavía. Llevamos todavía media hora. Se supone que tiene que durar más. A ver, chicos, es normal que metan también las piezas de música, ¿vale? Normal que ellos quieran también hacer, pues eso, publicidad de lo que están haciendo. No, esto es anterior a Tencent. Esto es anterior todavía. Cuando salió Vera todavía no... Fue cuando anunciaron que iban a empezar a hacerlo de global. Pero Tencent allí en China no. Tencent donde ha metido la mano es en global. Esa orquesta fue en China en abril, exactamente. Y sí, se había anunciado que iban a empezar a trabajar en global en aquellos momentos, porque yo me acuerdo que fue cuando sacaron Vera, cuando anunciaron que empezaban con el trabajo en global. Pero Tencent donde ha metido la mano es en global, no allí, en China. En China lo sigue llevando J, hasta donde yo sé por lo menos. Lo que pasa es que aquí en Vera sí se nota ya la inversión de la gente que quiso participar, que quiso ayudar en este proyecto. Cuando se lanzó el juego, yo vuelvo a repetir, se lanzó en estado de beta. Y se lanzó porque no les quedaban más opciones, porque iban a perder la licencia para sacar el juego. La gente lo sabía, la gente apoyó y pues ToF respondió, J respondió. El equipo de desarrollo de J era muy pequeño cuando aquello. y aún así se desvivieron por intentar arreglar todos los errores del juego y seguir produciendo lo siguiente. Pero claro, en esa producción de lo siguiente ya se notaba la inversión de la gente, porque el juego ya estaba activo aunque estuviera en estado de beta y lo estuvieran arreglando, pero no se estuvieron quietos. Y esa inversión es lo que se ve aquí, por eso hay tanto cambio en el juego. Desde la versión que nosotros hemos jugado al principio, incluyendo la isla artificial, porque eso ya estaba pues desarrollado en su momento, pero la zona de Vera se nota un huevo el cambio que hay. Pero no solamente en lo que es la zona, se nota también en los personajes, en el desarrollo de los personajes, su versatilidad, la capacidad que tienen de adaptación, y se nota en el lore, en la profundidad que va cogiendo y demás. Entonces, pues ahí es donde se nota realmente el presupuesto, el cambio de presupuesto, ¿vale? La llegada de pasta pues mejoró todo en general en el juego. Y eso pues a partir de Vera es donde se nota, y por eso es por lo que ellos tienen tanta prisa de llegar a Vera y de que se empiece a ver el juego ya con un desarrollo más positivo, digamos. ¿Cuántos eran en J? No te puedo decir exactamente, pero están por ahí los vídeos donde se ve al equipo y todo el rollo.
Well, aren't the musicians in Vera just incredible? You gotta listen to this song, Executor. It's my favorite. Here, let me play it for you.
¡Coño! ¡Qué canción más bonita! No sé de qué me suena. Perdón por el macro spoiler que llevo haciendo como meses, ¿vale? Poniendo esta canción de intro. Perdón. No me habría imaginado que lo iban a presentar en el showcase de Vera. ¡Qué cositas! Perdonadme, gente. Esto es nuevísimo, sí, perdonarme. No te perdono. Finalmente ponen esa música, ya te digo, Joder, solamente les ha costado 2 meses y pico, ¿vale? Creo que copiaron tu intro. Sí, me da a mí la impresión. Noto algo similar. Qué bonita la canción, ¿no? Sí, sí, sí. No se spoilea, note. Se copiaron de tu intro, Si os la tenéis que saber ya. Mirad el punto. Bueno, ahora la podéis cantar en el showcase. Perdón. No es de... Creo que no, pero no estoy segura. Lo han puesto antes. No me acuerdo. Creo que pusieron la lista. Podemos mirarlo luego, si eso.
You will get milestone rewards as well as many event rewards from side by side. Star Path navigation and login supplies just by registering. Besides the rewards, there are tons of new expansion events for everyone to participate in, like Miraria Tour, Ultimate Weapon, and Childlike Innocence. Joining the events will get you Red Nucleus and many other rewards.
Eso que preguntaba antes, no sé, no me ha quedado claro. ¿Los códigos son los mismos que había puesto yo antes? Se parece a la del juego de móvil llamado Mobile Legends que se llama Bam Bam. ¿Cómo sabes que la cortaron si es nueva? Detalles. Sí, los mismos. Ok.
Let's give a big thank you to Ruby and Miss Lynn for giving us a great tour of Vera. It was awesome. You're very welcome. I've had a great time with you, Mia, Shirley, and Executor. Make yourself at home in Vera and come visit me when you can. I will be waiting at the secret base.
Veo a esta Ruby demasiado cooperativa, demasiado habladora, demasiado... No me pega. No me pega para mi Ruby, ¿vale? Ya, minasan, pues hasta aquí el vídeo de hoy. Si os ha gustado, ya sabéis, onegai, dadme un like. Ya, matane, arigato.